What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to be rebuilding this mini motorcycle project. Now, I kind of at first had my doubts about rebuilding this thing, but then I got to thinking about it and I decided to just rebuild it. The reasons for that is it's not perfect. There's a lot of problems with the way I built this thing. The main problems are the engine doesn't have enough power to really turn the transmission. Every time you take off, it struggles to take off. It struggles every time you change a gear. It's just really lacking the power it needs to be able to, use the transmission and still have plenty of power. But also the problems are the frame is extremely long. Can you guys even see that? Yeah. This thing is extremely long. The reasons for that is the engine and transmission. The way I, built it, I didn't really take into account how long it would be. Also, if you actually stand this straight up and measure, the seat is actually higher than the handlebars right there. So, plus the handlebars are so far from the seat, you're really reaching over, plus you're reaching down. So it's really uncomfortable to drive. And really this thing's just riddled with problems. So basically the only thing to do is tear the engine out, tear the transmission out, replace the transmission with a torque converter that I have right there, brand new. And I want to shorten the frame, lower the seat, and basically just make this thing a whole lot better looking and a lot better and a lot more fun to drive. So should be simple enough. Take the engine out and start cutting apart the frame and re-welding it back together in a much shorter and better looking fashion. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I got the frame all tacked together. This looks a lot better. The original design that I did of this project, the frame, just looked incredibly ridiculous and extremely long. But this looks a lot better, and now I can finally weld it all together. First thing I need to do is take off the front forks, take off the rear swing arm, so it'll be a lot easier to weld the entire frame out. Now this time, I'm actually going to wear a respirator and, you know, gloves and all that stuff, just because it is galvanized and I'm not really supposed to be welding it, but I do anyway because, you know, I'm stupid. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's a little bit too big. So I don't really have a gas tank that would work really good for this. I could just put the standard Predator gas tank on here, but doesn't really fit, and it looks like crap. So I do have this. What do you think of that? It's incredibly small, but at least it looks like a motorcycle gas tank. I think for now I'm gonna do it just because it looks semi-decent, and I can always replace it if I don't like it. Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately there was some footage that was lost for the ending of part 1, which is why I'm having to remake the outro to part 1. Mainly, it wasn't that much, not that big a deal, but it was mainly just footage of me putting on the kickstand and pegs and all this other stuff. The seat is for part 2. I'm in the middle of making part 2 when I realized that the ending and some footage was lost from part 1. So that's why I'm having to remake the outro. And yeah, I guess I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and have a nice day.